Today we're going to discuss MSP ALGO Dynamite Alerts before market open using the money flow for explosive moves. Now this is part 2 of a series. The initial video that discusses how to use the money flow, all the columns and the details about that page is the video is Trade for Fast Money Moves. So this is part 2 to that video, and we're going to go more in depth, and also we have some new details or alerts, okay? So we have our money flow page here. You click the tab money flow, you have the money flow sequential view, and you also have money flow, okay? This is the sum total of all the money in and out for the day. Okay. So this is more like a summary. It doesn't really give in-depth details as far as what's going on every increment or time frame like a money flow sequential view would do. We also did a video on that as well. Okay, so here's the money flow, and the money we're following is the insiders, market makers, our friends that have billions and billions, okay? So we have a direct link to them, and we're watching what they do, and we're making decisions based on that. Because the ones with the most money is the one that is going to move the stock. Okay? So, let's get rid of that screen real quick. All right, I apologize. Okay, so this is the money flow, and we're just looking at a basic daily time run type here. And it contains daily, has the hours of 0400 to 2000. But hypothetically, we're going to be looking at September the 9th. And we want to know what is price going to do, what is the high probability of price action after the open. So we know that the money flow runs every 10 minutes, and after the 0920 run, so at approximately 0921, 0922, that run will have done its analytics and will display. Okay? Now, so we already did a search, and here are our search results. Okay? So we're back testing, so you'll be able to see how to use the new tools that were implemented. And because these moves are extremely fast at times, it really depends. And so we know we got the basic columns. We have with the symbol, price, date change, flux or the money flow in out, and some algos here, buy sell price, trigger price, higher day, rocket alert, what the open, high, low, close is, so forth for that day. In real time, we have the real time anticipated trading signals, and which change throughout the day. This is the pin algo, and we also have the real-time anticipated price action, which is a new column. Okay, so what have we added new? We've added the scalp momentum alerts, meaning that we believe these stocks will have great momentum out the gate. The other alerts are just as good. They just didn't trigger. It's just for the traders so they could quickly spot what may have high momentum. It does not mean that the other stocks may not have high momentum, okay? But these are the ones that triggered based on an algorithm of the algorithms, okay? So analytics of the current data in the current algorithms. So we'll do an example here, and we could see that this is Amazon. We see the Dynamite icon, so that indicates there's probably some momentum coming out the gate. So right now, hypothetically, it's 0920. We waited a few minutes. It's about 0925. We made sure that 0920 run is complete, and we're looking at our alerts before the market open. So we have about 5-10 minutes before the market open to make a decision on what will be trading that day. Okay, now these rocket alerts did not trigger yet, so they are out of the equation. So all we have at this time is we know that Amazon is currently, the trend is bullish, is 0920, and price is now at 1841. But we're not worried about all of that. All we need to do is look at real-time anticipated price action, which is reading all the other information for you. There's a need for speed. Okay, so it says break down below 1824.5, then reverse on new signal. So it's saying when the market opened at 0930 Eastern Standard Time, short the rip near 1850, scalp momentum. And it says algo support is now 1836. Okay, so this algorithm is expecting price to retest the 1850, fail, and then test support, and then break down below that support. Okay, so you got your support levels, and so let's go look at the chart. So here's Amazon. Here's the 9th of September at 0920. So basically what our algo said to do is short the rip. Okay, so at 0920 we got our alert here. So we'll go like this. So this is what it would have looked like at 0920. Let's zoom that in a little bit. I want to show the actual view of the 0920. Okay, so on the 9th of September, oops, we got one more forward to do here. So this is what was going on at 0920. So it looks like price is actually bullish here. And so we could see that it's popping, but what we want to do is we want to follow the instructions. So it says that price should retest support, break down below 1824 or somewhere close to that price. We know that support's 1836, and we know that we're looking to take that short near the 1850. Okay, so let's go back to Amazon, and we're gonna look and see what price did at market open. So at market open, it opened at 1842. It looks like it hit that 1836. So we'll keep going here. So it looks like it's just chopping. But we was told to short near 1850. So right now, so what I'm gonna do is, there's no exact price in trading, but we know it's somewhere near 1850. We're looking to short this stock. Okay, so we're gonna put a line there. It may not get there, but we're watching to see if we start seeing selling pressure as it price climb. So it actually did get near that price, and we could see we got a little selling pressure, and we did get a pivot. So we're looking for a short opportunity near this area. Okay, preferably close to that 1850. If not, as close to it as you possibly can. And you know that your target, it said that 1836 was support. So we could see that there was a pivot there. But the algo think it'll probably break down a little bit below that. It may not. And hit about what? Rounded about 1825, 1824. Okay? So let's see what happens. So we could see it hit that 1836. There's a little bit of orders there, a little bit of buying there. I'm not really sure what this is going to do. I really didn't look at it. Just trying to grab some examples. So it actually hit that target, and you should be out of your trade. Okay? You could have got out. It's best to get out of the trade before the target's actually hit. But it did hit that target. And let me pause this real quick. So this alert worked well. Okay. Initially, MSP Algo, before the market opened, it was a short status. And then it's predicting what the future hold. Okay? Because we know time is parallel. Time is not linear. So everything is happening simultaneously. It's an illusion in the third dimension that time is linear. So based on that, we were able to assess what is going on. Okay, so let's go to another one and see what we have. Let's go to MasterCard. We see we got the Dynamite. It's easy to view. We know this is 0920 on the 9th of September. Price is currently at $294. Okay? So this is saying break down below 280, then reverse on new signal. Short the rip near 294. Scalp momentum. Algo support is now 291. It's always good to know where support is, just in case of support hold, right? We'll know we need to get out of this trade, okay? So let's look at MasterCard. We're going to the same day, the 9th of September, the same time, 0920. I didn't decide to trade Amazon, or I may have decided to trade both, okay? So we want to do the same thing we did with the last one. To see how price would have looked before the market opened. So there is your 0920 candle. Okay? The market isn't open yet. I'm using the extended time frame. Extended hours is available on for intraday charts, okay? And that's how you toggle. I hope I didn't mess up my no problem. Do it again. Okay. So what did the alert say? We're not focused on what's going on, okay, anywhere else, because we could see that we'll discuss these high ratios next. Okay, so all we need to do is this column is reading all of this information, okay? So it says short the rip above 294, and if you get lucky, it'll hit 280. If not, at least you may hit that 291. So we're looking to short the rip, okay? So 294, it may get to 294. It may get a little bit less than 294. You know what I'm saying? But somewhere near that price range. And then it's saying what did it say? 280? It seems far away. But we know we got support at 291 because we could see that pivot. So it knew that pivot was there, the application. And then we got that 280, which seems 8 years and 99 miles away. I'll just stick it there at that 282. Okay, let's see what happens when the market opens. We'll let it play. So we could see as the market opened, price immediately started dropping like a rock at 100 miles an hour. It was near that 294 short range, and there was a huge dump out the gate. Let's see, and it immediately went below the 291 support. So we know that we're looking for a possibility of hitting that 280. Let's go drag this down a little bit. So that was a real good trade. This thing went from 294 to 280. And how long did it take? Let's pause this, because it did hit the target, and you see how it bounced off of that price. So the market opened up at 0930. Let's zoom in. You need to be prepared in advance, okay? Some of these moves happen at 100 miles per hour, it seems. And in this scenario, it did. In the Amazon scenario, it did not. It price chopped in a range for about an hour before it actually tested that resistance. But this price action, it dropped immediately, okay? And it did hit the target. And what do you notice? So it hit our first target, which would have been 291.4, and it hit our second target. Now it says break down below 280, then reverse. So it's trying to tell you that you probably got another trade here, okay? A long opportunity. So we could see that the market opened up. We was already ready, waiting to see a rejection. We got into our trade. It was moving quickly. We got into it about 293. We know we at least got to 291. And if that failed, ice cream, cookies, and cake, if it could hit that 280-ish area. Let's see what happened, because it does say price will reverse. Okay, I'm sorry, here. So, let's play this. Increase the speed just a little bit and see what happens. I'm looking at another trade here. Did price reverse? It looked like it hit a pocket of orders or algos and bounced from 280 to 284 within by the time it got there, you got out of your short 1440 to 1600. Okay, so this is another day here. So it worked well. Okay, all the alerts are good. These are just ones saying that there may be a lot of momentum. Okay, so what's the advantage to that? Well, price has a tendency to like to go sideways a lot or chop in a range. And it's not really that tradable. So what this does is it eliminates that dilemma and lets you get that initial trade out the gate rapidly, so you're not wasting the rest of your day. So within probably an hour or two, you could get your trade on, and then you're done for the day. Okay? Now let's look at another trade that did not have a dynamite icon for scalp momentum. The only thing this means is momentum. These alerts are still applicable. Now I'm a target CMG because I do see a ratio, a high ratio of $11 in to $1 out. So most people would think, oh my God, I need to get into that trade. Wrong. You must follow the algo. Now I'm saying follow the algo because it may just be a spike. Okay, so it says break down below 839, then reverse a new signal, short the rip near 858. So it's actually saying don't go long here, short first. Okay, so let's see what happened. And this one did not have the scalp momentum alert. So we know we got, all we have to do is we need to go to CMG. We're going to go to the same time frame. And we're going to remove all drawing tools. We're going to hit our instant replay. You remember that song? I know I sound horrible, but you know what I'm saying. So what time is that? So we could see the candle, because it did say that there were buying pressure. There's a high ratio here. We could see this is the ratio column, which means money in versus out. So $11 is going in versus $1 on average is going out. But MSP Algo is not telling you to go long here. It's telling you to short the rip at 858 for a retest of the 842. Okay? I'm sorry. Break down below 839, so we're going to round that off to 840 and short about 858. Okay, so we'll put our little handy dandy horizontal lines. It don't have to be the exact price. About 858, because it doesn't mean it's going to go there, right? It may stop here. And then we have our support near 840, I believe, rounded, which is correct. That's good. Okay, so let's see what happens. What are we told to do? Oh, by the way, it's trying to tell you what is the best trade it think based on analyzing the algos. So, you know, you're going to have it pop to resistance, and because it says short the rip, so that means it's expecting a pop, but it's not thinking that's the best first trade. Okay, so what this is doing is saying it's thinking what is the best first trade. So it's not thinking that the best first trade is the long. It's thinking the best first trade is a short. Okay, and plus that way it gives you a little bit of time. Sometimes, like MasterCard, there was no time. It just started chopping like a rock at 100 miles an hour. But it just really depends. Now, look at that candle. Oh my goodness. If you looked at this chart, there is no way you'd be thinking to short this. Let's play and see what played out. So price went towards the 858. We could see a new pivot. We do see a little selling pressure. We did take this trade, let's say near the 856. We're expecting to possibly get near that 839, but there's nothing etched in stone that it will. So it just depends. A good trader would have took profits on some, and so cash out. It did hit, cash out again. Okay, and it's dropping like a rock. Okay, so this went to 800. So you see how the trader eliminated disaster by thinking that this was a great long. It surely looked like it, but the algorithm is based on MSP Algo, doing analytics of the algos simultaneously in parallel to come to a conclusion what is the best trade for the trader. Okay, so we could see that these other alerts do have momentum as well, but it's just a fast way to look at what has the high probability momentum. So all of these alerts are just as good. Okay, but some may not have the momentum that you expect. We'll look at one more. We'll look at Facebook. And it's saying it's going to break out above 188 and drop to 186. So we're going to look at Facebook. So we was told 188. It opened up. It dropped near 188 to 186 and then reversed. So you got to realize there's a lot of alerts here. There's not just one alert, okay? It says break it above the 188, then reverse to the 186, and then pop, right? That's what it's saying, okay? I hope you have a wonderful day. And in a nutshell, these are MSP ALGO Dynamite Alerts that you can take after the market open, and you'll be alerted before the open. Okay, so all you have to do is use the money flow, look at that one column. Do not use any of the other columns, because that is telling you what it think the best trade is. We just randomly looked at a few of these alerts, and it was 100%. So I'm not going to say everything's going to be 100%. It's just that what we looked at was 100%. Happy trading, and please subscribe or like if you like the video, and we'll have some more exciting videos in the future. Happy trading.